Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Sips Sports Bar, 3024 West Liberty Avenue, 15216. And they just had me move my car or we would have started 5 minutes earlier. All the spots were gone, and they come in to ask me quietly to move the car, and I did. So it's only a 3-block walk up to the village up there, but that's not bad. Thanks for the great crowd here. It's standing room only. You got to come down to Sips Sports Bar. They got this meatball hoagie special. It's the best I had last week. You'll find out about it later on. I don't want to steal any more of his good lines. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. This is Smoking Jim Frazier, Chip the Prophet Hayner, and we got our other co-host who's on with us every Tuesday night, Little Z, Zach Brenner's there. He's sitting at the bar there. He doesn't drink, so don't get worried there. And thanks for watching us on Verizon 32 in the greater Pittsburgh area, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park, YouTube 24/7, and then on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Devin, I don't know what we hit now, but we're at 2549. We're holding steady at that, so thank you everybody for liking us. We appreciate it, and I'll like you back, like I say every week, the disclaimer, as long as it's something reasonable. Keep it a little reasonable there. We have a great show tonight, and we start off with what's on our mind, and we're going to do that right now. Hey, Chip the Prophet Hayner, what's on your mind?
Oh, thank you, Alan. And of course, what's on my mind, the first week of spring training's done. Pirates are looking pretty good so far. 4 wins, four in the W column, 1 in the loss, 1 in the tie column. Not a bad first week considering we didn't make any moves this winter. Also want to make note of a fact of something that happened 52 years ago today. Something that's never happened before and it's never happened since. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points.
And I was there.
You were there. Hershey Arena in central Pennsylvania. Want to give note to that. It's one of the great accomplishments in sports history. And then the last thing that's on my mind is what is going on with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They played in the Stadium Classic on Saturday night, and they pretty much stunk up the airwaves. And to be honest with you right now, the best team in the NHL is playing a bit west of here. And the Penguins need to do some things, make some moves, and get this team back on track, because right now the Pittsburgh Penguins are the 6th best team in the NHL. But that's what's on my mind. Thanks,
Chip. Appreciate that. We're not going to revisit that stuff till tomorrow night, because I got some revisitation. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green, you got to see Levine. Hey, want to give a shout out to my main man, the Kamikaze Kid, for these great t-shirts.
Me too, thanks.
I like to start off each and every show by giving a shout out to my main man, Dan the man that makes the best coffee on the planet. If you like coffee, order a cup from Dan. You won't be disappointed. Please take care of your bartenders and waitresses. Brandy waved all your fans. And if you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor, grab a menu, because 2 weeks ago I had the best meatball hoagie I ever had in my life, and it's because of the chef. The Chef Pete's in the back. I want to give a shout out to international master photographer Bill Boyce, and his beautiful models are here. There are 32 teams in the National Football League, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are drafting 15th because they're mediocre. But they have a chance to get great players. With the 15th pick, they may be able to get Big Ben's been wanting the big wideout, 6'5", 225-pound Mike Evans from Texas A&M might be there. If he's not there, you can always use a pass rusher. How about 6'2", 250-pound Auburn outside linebacker D. Ford? But I tell you what, the Steelers cannot blow this draft. 1983, Pittsburgh Steelers needed a quarterback, but instead they drafted Gabe Rivera instead of Dan Marino. Dan Marino retired as the all-time leading quarterback in NFL history. 1990, Steelers needed a running back, but instead they drafted Air Green instead of Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith is the National Football League all-time leading rusher. 1996, the Steelers needed a linebacker, but instead they drafted Jermaine Stevens instead of Sugar Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis retired as the NFL's greatest player. 2013, the Pittsburgh Steelers needed a football player, but instead they drafted Jarvis Too Slow Jones, who couldn't track down the quarterback with the most sophisticated GPS system. Listen, this year the Pittsburgh Steelers needs a great pick. They don't have to look far. The Pittsburgh Steelers can show that Pitt is it and go get University of Pittsburgh's one-man wrecking crew, Aaron Donald, 6'1", 290 pounds, 4'6", 500-pound bench press. And I tell you what, Pittsburgh, Aaron Donald looks like a young Mean Joe Green.
Yes, sir. You're on, man. You're on.
Smoking Jim, whatever you went in the hospital for, it's still unreported. I'm not going to talk about the female nurses and doctors anymore. But you're on fire. Did you drop 20 names or was it 22? Because I lost track. I mean, I can't keep up. And hey, little Z, Smoking Jim's on the Aaron Donald bandwagon that we created.
Where'd you go to high school?
Near Gateway.
Penn Hills. Penn Hills for all the people that don't know Smoking Jim. We won't mention where he lives and we won't mention where Zach lives. I don't think there's a city called Gateway. I heard there's a genuine pub out in Verona.
Yeah!
We'll talk about that later. What's on my mind? Diana, one of our best guests, who hooked us up with Grant Jackson last week, one of our best videos, interviewing the World Series pitcher that has a World Series ring. Thanks for the chocolate caramel. It's one of her specialties. She had a pie, Smoking Jim. If you would have stayed, it was one of the best.
Sweet potato pie?
No sweet potato pie. It was apple pie with whipped cream, and she had a special ingredient called pear. That's out of his league, but that's enough for our food report. What's on my mind is how many of these stadium games can you have and expect fans to watch the game? Now, I'm a Penguin fan, and I believe they're going to win. I kept flicking the channels because I saw these guys. It was cute the first time. Like 5 guys with shovels that are 4 foot wide. And they're scraping down there. Now, that was nice. Then you're looking at the ice. It's filling up with snow again. The puck's going slow. My man can't even watch hockey, but you couldn't see the puck. And then they're supposed to score. Even the players go, it was a little bit of a challenge. You had to just get the puck down there towards the net. And then 5 of them went past Fleury. So I don't think he saw 3 of them. I think one stadium game a year, and please don't pick the Penguins for a couple years to do it. And that's what's on my mind. We're going to bring up our great guests now, and we have the Steel City Roller Derby girls in the house here. All right, our second appearance on our show, and this video will be put up as soon as tomorrow. Welcome aboard, Raven.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome back, Raven.
Thank you.
Great to
Glad
see
be
you
back.
again.
Introduce yourself. I called you Raven so you could say your name, Lisa. Oh, did I say?
Yes, my name is Lisa Brevard, and my roller derby name is Stark Raven.
Okay, Stark. Sounds good. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm very good.
And I hear you guys have your season opener Saturday night.
Yes, we do, against Charm City. It's going to be brutal.
And who's Charm City?
Charm City,
Are they your mortal enemies?
yeah.
I sort of sense a little trouble there.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that, they always get ranked 2 or 3 spots ahead of us.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's not right.
Yeah, it's not right. Exactly.
Who are these people ranking them ahead of you girls?
Exactly.
I've seen you, and you guys all have a nice knockout punch. You were hitting me. Those photos were pretty nice. Did you see them taking advantage of me during those photos? They had a fist on my jaw, and they weren't playing there.
Well, you know what? We don't swing, but we do. We hit with the hips and we hit with the shoulders. That's why it's really brutal. So we took it easy.
You're right up with him. He taught me about hips, lips, and fingertips. So I don't know what all that means, but I do listen.
Yeah.
So watch what you say, Lisa. How long have you been doing this roller derby thing?
Let's see. I'm going into my 4th year.
Okay.
I started off. I couldn't even cross my legs. I couldn't go fast. I couldn't skate backwards.
Were you ever on skates?
As a child?
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
And then at 20, you started doing this.
Yeah, I was 20.
Okay. That's what I thought. No doubt about it. What made you get started in this sport?
Funny thing. I saw a movie about girls playing roller derby, and I said I would move to Texas to do it because that's where they were doing it at.
Right.
And I was putzing around at work. We won't say what I was doing or what I wasn't supposed to be doing at the time.
We know you're a hard worker. Okay.
I'm a hard worker, but I saw Still City Roller Derby, and they were going to have tryouts for the fresh meat crew, and I went out, bought some skates, and started skating.
Wow.
Glad I didn't kill myself.
Well, I see you wear some like knee pads and elbow pads and helmets, of course.
Yes.
Any other equipment that you guys or ladies wear?
Let's see.
Shoulder pads or anything? I didn't notice that.
No, it's knees, elbows, wrist guards, because we fall on our hands a lot.
Okay.
Of course, we have to protect the teeth.
Sure. You got a nice smile. We saw that in the last photos.
But you know what? We wear a lot of padding. Some of the girls like to wear padding, like around their hips, because you fall on your tailbone, you fall on your hip bone. It can be dangerous.
Well, that's got to be a hard course that you're going around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that a wood?
It depends on where you go, because you could have sport court, you could have wood, you can have cement. We played on cement tears, everything you have up.
Really?
It depends on who you're playing. If you can lay down a track and you can make a regulation, you can play.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And where's your home court?
It's at the Romp and Roll, which is in Glenshaw.
Okay. We might as well tell them where the address and how to get there, because we want to see some roller derby. Now, Smoking Jim and I can't make it this Saturday night.
What?
We're doing boxing. We told you. We're broken-hearted that we can't see you ladies. Please don't hit me in the photo ops. Don't give me those hips.
Well, let me tell you, when the captain comes up, she can tell you all the details.
Who's that captain?
The captain is Smell You.
No.
And our co-captain
That's my
is
nemesis. My nemesis.
Your nemesis is here.
I'm going to ask you a question, though. The rinks that you skate on, are they banked or are they just a flat surface?
Well, actually, they're not banked. We have played bank tracks, but regulation for the Women's Flat Track Derby Association is flat track. A bank track takes approximately 3 to 4 hours to put up, and it's really hard to find a space. So it's much easier for a group to get started, for a group of ladies to get started, if they can just find a flat space and throw it on a track.
Oh,
So flat track derby is.
I assume
Yeah.
that.
Good stuff.
It's
Thanks.
infectious, you know.
Because I've seen, you know, my exposure to the derby. I've seen banked courses and stuff, and of course my mind goes back to the movie Rollerball, but that's a little extreme.
I've played it. I mean, it's pretty cool, but flat track is awesome too.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
You get moved
actually-
around pretty good?
Yeah. You get to see them go across like bowling balls and knock people over right off the sideline.
Really?
Instead of just
Smoking Jim,
flipping
we got to
over.
go to Glenshaw.
You have to come.
What time do you start?
The doors open at 6 o'clock. The Still
You're not
Hurting
going.
team starts at 7 o'clock. And then approximately around 8:30, our home teams will be playing their season closer, so their championship game, which is why they're going to have the top spot in front of us, because usually
No.
we play second because we're the A team.
Okay.
But we'll be playing first this Saturday. It'll be the only time you see us playing first during the year.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. And then when's your next game? Because we're trying to get this out to the folks that are interested. Sorry to say.
Captain has the flyer. There's a reason I'm not the captain.
I always bring one question out to stump somebody. So.
I know. Don't ask me details. Okay.
Thanks.
The
Oh,
next game
Mario Tempest from Mona B.
is going to be April 12th.
Oh, that's great. How did that happen? Luckily, it's live TV that's taped, so that worked out perfectly. No doubt. Well, thank you. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Thank
Be
you for
safe,
having us.
and sorry we can't make it for the first game,
know,
but I
but-
wanted you back.
But he already promised he would come, right?
Yes, you
He was
did.
going to be there this season.
Yeah,
I
you
did say
promised.
this season,
Yeah.
yes.
You promised.
This
You
season.
put
I
him
didn't
on the
stutter.
spot.
I did say this season, right, Smoking Jim?
Yes,
I don't
sir.
do what he does. He's going to be there Saturday night, even
Okay.
though he can't.
Okay.
Oh, that's my friend. I didn't say that. All right, take care.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Smell you. Introduce yourself.
I am Smell You Later, and my real name is Melinda Urich.
Okay, Melinda. Thanks for friending me on Facebook, even though we didn't get your video up.
No, it's all right.
But this one will be up. And we found out the game will be Saturday.
Yes,
And you heard, I don't know if you heard, we can't make it because we're doing boxing.
it's okay.
So, but
All
we
of
will
our
make it
games-
out
yeah.
this season.
Yep,
You could-
our games are always the second Saturday of the month.
Okay, and we saw the next one's April 12th.
Yes, correct.
Smoking Jim, mark your calendar. Now, how long have you been doing this roller derby thing?
Today is actually my 4-year anniversary of my first derby practice back in Ohio. I started in a rec league.
So, an Ohio girl, she made it to
Ohio!
Pittsburgh. What
Yes,
brought
I-
you to Pittsburgh?
My boyfriend's job.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's usually
So
a
we've
good
been
reason.
here for over 3 years now.
Oh, good. Well, it's nice to meet you in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Your 4-year anniversary. It sounds great. I
Yep.
heard there's a photo session tomorrow, or is it tonight?
Photo day was Thursday.
Oh, I missed it. I lost time because you know why? You know why I lost time? My friend has
Unless
a
there's some other photo day I don't know.
he has a text-only phone, and I talked to Cassandra.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to get you to one of our other events
Okay.
last Thursday, so I apologize
Yeah, so
there.
that's why. Yeah, we have picture day on Thursday. So
You didn't
we
bring
will-
any of the pictures.
They will be posted soon enough on our website.
Because you know we like posting those pictures,
Oh, yeah.
especially with you hitting me last time. That was
Yeah,
a fist.
Those are great.
Oh, thank you. Now, do you work out to stay in shape for this sport?
I do.
What
Actually,
do you do?
I do CrossFit.
Okay.
That's most
We're
of,
familiar with it.
Yep, that's most of my cross training right now outside of skating. So when it gets warmer out, I might run.
Okay.
I used to do spinning. I don't have time for it anymore.
No spinning.
No.
No, it's great. Did you ever go on roller skates before the Derby here?
Yeah. Well, I was.
You grow up with them?
I was a rink rat when I was a kid. All my
really?
birthday parties were at United Skates of America.
Wow.
Yep. I was a figure skater for a little bit too. So.
Figure skater.
Not a good one. I split my chin open and then I quit.
No way. Well, it's a good-looking
Big
chin there.
contrast to today, and
Right. How would you compare being on ice skates compared to roller derby, running around and bumping into people?
it's fun to do a contact sport.
Is it?
I never thought that I'd be able to do it with my size. First
How
off,
tall
and-
are you?
Well, I'm 5'4", but I'm also very little bone.
Yeah.
And but that was wonderful going into sport and seeing that there are women of all sizes. So
So do you knock some of these big girls down?
you hit them in the right part of the thigh, take them right down.
Really? Smoking Jim, you gotta scout. You gotta scout her.
Use your size as leverage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stay low.
Stay low.
That's
Yeah.
what they teach you in
That's
football
technique.
and every. Smoking Jim will tell you that.
It's a good technique.
Do you guys have any questions for the captain? Well, if not,
How many matches is your season? How long is your season? Now I know you said the second Saturday of every.
Yeah,
month.
right. So we go March through August.
Okay.
We skip July at home, and then we go into our postseason playoff season. So last year we went through the month of September as well.
and how many games is that? Like 12
We
or
do
so, or more?
at least once a month at home, and then depending on our travel season, if we are in a tournament, we're going to Fort Lauderdale in May.
Nice.
So we play 3 games in one weekend while we're there. But most away games are only one, and then we go to Ohio, Columbus area, in August.
I was going to.
So we have
be
a
another
really
one of my
light,
questions.
yeah, we have a light travel schedule this year because we're doing the big Fort Lauderdale thing.
Okay.
Last year we went to California, so that was a lot of fun.
That's what I was gonna
California.
ask.
Yeah, we
How
skated
far do you
bank track
travel?
last year too.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun. It was very, very different, but it was a good experience.
Oh, I'm
Derby
sure.
bucket list.
Yeah,
There you go.
definitely.
Very cool. Very cool.
No, it sounds great. What else do you do?
I'm in school right now, finishing
Okay.
my degree, and I work part-time at the National Aviary here in Pittsburgh.
You were telling me that's a cool place to go.
It really is.
What's
I've
your-
been there for almost 2 years.
No way. So you get the new birds that come in and acclimate them to the city.
I get to see them, yep, and we get special employee time. We can go and like scritch the new penguins for their babies.
I love that place.
I don't work directly with the birds, but we do get to see an awful lot.
What are you, in
of
the
them,
office?
So I'm in the front end. I get to with the public.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to deal with a lot of people like us there,
absolutely.
so I give you a lot of
Used to
respect there. Well,
It's always
you know,
part-time.
leverage. It's all leverage. Hit them low.
Yes. Yeah.
And they're almost always right. Just pay for the tickets. Definitely. How's this season going to be there, Captain? You guys going to have a winning season?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a really great schedule. It'll be a lot of fun too. When we're in Fort Lauderdale, we get to play an international team, so this will be a lot of fun, and we're ready to take it to playoff season and go to our championships this year.
Really? What's your playoff season like? How's the playoffs work? How many teams are in it?
We do our top 20 for Division 1.
Okay.
And
is that what you are, Division 1?
This speak is a 20 or 25. Allie will have to correct me on that probably.
We'll bring that.
Yeah.
We'll bring the assistant.
And so we're split into different cities, so then we'll have several weekends throughout September that we have playoff weekends. And
Right.
it's based on your placement and a couple of other different, unknown factors. And so we could play, in any of those cities, and then depending on your placement there, then you would go to the championships.
Well, I've heard that you ladies don't get paid.
We do not get paid.
So then
No.
how do you afford to do all this? That may limit.
Fundraisers. We also
Do you need
have
any help that we
sponsors.
could put that out?
We'll let you guys know, definitely. But
If you
most
have
of it-
flyers or things that you want to
Yeah,
promote your
definitely.
fundraisers, we're going to have to get together on
Absolutely,
this. Okay?
absolutely. And I have flyers here for everyone today too.
Oh, we should have had one on air.
Per season,
Have Allie
so-
bring one up.
I will.
Okay? That's what we try to do. That's why I have this binder with all kind of different things that we've done over time. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Sorry we can't see you, but we'll
No.
hear about the highlights.
Definitely. We'll come back and talk about that game.
You're definitely welcome
It'll be a
back.
really good one.
I'll coordinate that with Cassandra on my phone here, okay? You take care.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Allie McKill, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
And you might as well introduce yourself. We'll get this video up, I promise, no matter what.
All right, well, we're going to hold you to it this time.
Well, don't hit me again. They were tough.
See, yeah, that's the thing. We're going to have to hit you. And,
That's all right. I could take it. I took it the last time. Was that all you had?
No, that's not all we have. We have more.
Okay.
We're saving up.
Be careful what you
I
ask.
respect that.
Okay.
That's why I asked. You might as well introduce yourself.
I'm Allie McKill of Steel City Roller Derby. I play for the Steel Hurtin. I am co-captain along with Smell You, who you just talked to.
Yeah, the captain.
Yeah, she is the captain, and
And you're
I'm
the
co-captain.
assistant. Oh, co-captain. No disrespect then. I was saying
No,
assistant.
I was captain for 3 seasons, and then this season I decided to let somebody else take the bulk of the responsibility and the work. So
You're great at delegating authority here. I
Yes,
like that.
yes.
I like your style. We're going to get along fine.
right.
How long ago did you start in this sport?
I
Let me
actually
set
started all the way back in 2006 when the league started here in Pittsburgh.
That would be 8 years ago?
Yes.
Wow, you've already doubled what the other two, so
I know. I'm one of the few. There's only 6 or 7 of us left that are original skaters with the league.
are you like a founder of this?
I wasn't a founder, but I was, I've held a lot of leadership roles in the league throughout the year. I was a board member, been a captain, so I'm
Sure.
really invested in it and really
Well, who
excited
owns the
about its
team?
success.
Since we're talking
Well,
about all this, who owns this team?
the skaters,
And what's the actual name of the team?
The skaters own the team. The skaters own the league. We're skater run, skater operated. So
Okay.
everybody has a voice, which is really awesome. I mean, it's very democratic. Everybody has some ownership of how
See,
the league
we didn't know
runs.
this. I'm trying to find out because
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. I didn't see any ownership things because I like to dig in and go through all those layers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I have the
it's-
perfect person here. She's trained in the legal profession. And if she can't help you out and explain things, she's a great lawyer, and you do work for a large company, don't you?
I do, yes.
Are you allowed to mention their name?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Work for a company called Eaton Corporation. I work in their legal department and negotiate contracts.
See,
So-
that's why I knew we'd get along.
It helps.
Chief? Where's
Yeah,
Chief?
it helps out in roller derby as well. Having those. You got to have the diplomatic skills and the negotiation and be able to get
Right.
along with a lot of different types
Do you know
of
how
people
to say
from all
no?
walks of life.
Do you know how to say no?
I do know how to say no.
She's the
but
best negotiator that I met then.
but I also know how to, come to consensus and try to make the best of all situations for everyone. Which, it's important in roller derby when we have a league that's run by the skaters,
Right.
people from all different walks of life trying to get along and make this league the most successful thing it
And
can
how
be.
many teams are there?
We, at this point, have 5 different teams.
Okay.
We have...
And how many girls are involved and ladies are involved in the teams then, roughly?
There are probably 60 to 70 players, skaters. And
So
then we
about
also,
12 to 15 on a team, roughly?
Yeah, and then we also have, a lot of great support staff. We have referees and non-skating officials, so volunteers.
Smoking Jim, a referee opportunity might be in the offing there.
Hey, yeah.
What do you
get
need to be
hang
a
out with us all the
referee?
time.
Well, that's why I'm thinking of that.
Yeah.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, and we are always looking for referees and non-skating officials that take stats and
Oh, really?
help out with the penalty box, help out with our
You name it.
whiteboards, our stats, yeah.
From
anything
A to
like
Z
that.
in the sport,
There's
any support people that you have
they
would help.
mean the world to us. We can't.
Well,
we can't do it without
how do
them.
they get a hold of you or the team if they're inquisitive about it? Because now that you ladies are on here, you're going to become very popular in the community.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
Well, we have a website, steelcityrollerderby.org, and on there
Just
you
say it
can
again,
find.
because me being hard
Yeah.
of hearing and older, it helps when you repeat that.
It's steelcityrollerderby.org.
And we'll post that on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Thanks
Excellent.
for friending us and liking
Yeah.
us. And whatever you have out there, we'll also put that on Pittsburgh Sportsline on
Oh,
Facebook
great.
anytime.
Yeah.
And your photos and things will help promote it, especially after your win. We'll promote that stuff,
We really appreciate it.
and we'll help out.
Yeah, we're
There's
looking
no
forward
doubt.
to working with you guys, and we're always happy to come and talk roller derby with you. Which
Well, I noticed that. I noticed that. When you can make it, you're here.
great.
And now, any other phone numbers or anything, or should they just go to the website?
Yeah, go to the website. We have information on there as far as if anybody does want to join. As a skater or as an official, there are email addresses that are posted under Join Us. Like we have a Join Us
Okay.
tab. So
I'll have to check it out, and then I'll
Yeah,
put the link.
absolutely.
I'll put that link on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
Excellent.
I guarantee it, so don't you worry.
Okay, great.
But we'll help do it, and I get silly about it because whatever you have out there, we'll like it. You've liked us, so we'll spread those likes around and build up that popularity.
spread the love.
Well, on Facebook, you got to do that funny thing called like.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how it is. And what do you think about your season this year? I already heard a couple good reports.
I'm really, really excited for it. We have a nice mix of teams. Our team has got a nice mix of veteran players and some
Sure.
newer up and coming skaters
How
that
many
I think
rookies?
are going to make an effort.
How many rookies do you have? Do you know?
Well, we don't have a lot of pure rookies who have never played for a team before, but we have a lot of rookies to the Steel Hurton. I think we have about 6
Oh, okay.
who have played.
So
maybe
that's
on-
almost half of your team then?
we have
a third?
20. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's about close to a third.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had 15 or
We
whatever.
have a roster of 20 that's like our full roster that we practice with, and then on game day we have to narrow it down to 14. So we
Oh,
have
really?
to we have to pick through who's done the best at practice and who's
Right. We're going to have you back to explain about line changes and
it's
putting
very
people in there.
complicated.
No, I know, but
you might have to get one of
I
our
don't want to over.
coaches. Yeah.
Oh, do you have coaches?
We
That's
do.
the
We
next.
do have. Well, Snot Rocket Science, who you met a couple weeks ago,
Snot. Is she a coach?
She is a skater and a coach. So she's a
Wow.
skater coach, and then we have.
Snot can come back anytime.
She can.
Yes.
I'm
She
sure
has an
would
open
love to come
invite.
back. And we have actually it's really interesting this year because we have a former referee for our league
Whoa.
who's now helping to coach us. So we're going to use him as the ringer to help with all the rules,
Sure.
issues, and he can talk to the other referees and kind of
Schmooze them a little.
Find out which rules you can bend.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty
Well, I
key
think I told you
advantage.
about insubordination, so that's that gray area.
Yeah, you got to be.
You're looking for gray.
You got to exploit the gray areas, be on the right side of the line.
Definitely. Do you guys sell T-shirts and other things for your fans?
Yes.
And okay,
We have a merchandise table at all of our bouts. You can also buy merchandise online at our website.
Okay, and I didn't check all this stuff out, of course. Now, what's a ticket cost to the game?
A ticket, if you buy it ahead of time from one of us lovely ladies who are here tonight.
Whoa, see them right now. They're here.
It's $10 in advance,
Okay.
and then at the door it's $15.
Oh, okay.
You can also buy them online, so that's linked from our website, and I think that's about $10 with like a service fee.
Sure.
But
sure.
it's good to get in advance in case of a sellout, which
Right.
we are hoping for.
Now, how many people would be there if it's a sellout? What does it?
It's about, I think it's around 700 or 800 people would
Really?
be a sellout.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice crowd, guys.
It's a pretty big crowd. We get pretty good crowds.
Do you? I'm not going to ask all the numbers because I know these ownership of teams. They
Well,
always lie about numbers.
we're really
I'm not
hoping-
putting you on there,
yeah.
counselor. I don't want you to
I
misrepresent
always,
anything.
I always tell the truth. It's part of my.
That's what you swore into.
Yes.
I understand. We've talked about this.
The
These
legal-
are inside jokes. We're going to
Yeah,
stop
the
that.
legal ethics.
Cut that.
Yeah.
Please cut. Oh, never mind. This is still live. No, I appreciate the education you gave me on this.
Sure.
Now, if somebody wants to join the team, you said they go onto the website.
Yeah, we have recruitment once a year. We teach new recruits everything they need to know, really. I mean, we'd like to
Okay.
have people that come in with at least a little bit of basic skating skills, kind of know how to stay upright at
Put
least.
on your skates
Yeah.
and not fall down like I do all
Right.
the time,
Not
right?
fall on your butt, that helps. But
Or
I
your
mean,
head.
Yeah, or your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
Well,
do
you're
have
wearing
a
a
helmet for
helmet.
that, so that helps.
You know what? Maybe I'll come out and practice with you.
You know,
It won't hurt so bad.
That would be
I'm not a
really
good skater.
interesting. You can bring the cameras.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We may try to. I'm not going on skates. I didn't go on a unicycle. I'm not going on skates with
come
women
on.
trying to knock me down. That's too intimidating. You guys are the stronger sex. I can see. But no, we would like to try to come out there, maybe even to film a practice, or if we could get out there for a game and arrange it, we'll see what
Yeah.
we can do. We're all volunteers here, and we're a little short with volunteers coming out, so
Yeah.
we'll have to
Understand
talk
how
about
that
it and see
goes.
what we can come up with. But we're thankful to Bethel Park for letting us do this outside of our studio.
Yeah.
Because BPTV, the community lets us venture out here. That's how we met you, and we know we're going to get rave reviews after this.
I
Tell
certainly hope
everybody
so.
Verizon 32 in the greater Pittsburgh area. It's
Okay.
all over in YouTube. We need some more views on YouTube, so when we post this up, if it comes out tomorrow, I'll post it up on your Facebook
Great.
pages, so you'll have that.
We will promote you as well
Well, we appreciate it.
to the Derby community.
Whoa, that 700-800 new friends. That'll be great. No, thanks again. Any closing remarks you want to tell your new fans?
Go Steel Hurton. Be cheering for us. We're
Saturday night. What
Saturday,
time?
7 p.m. We are playing Charm City of Baltimore. Come on, it's Baltimore. Hated rivals.
Oh, man, you didn't have to
You
say any
gotta-
more than
yeah.
that. Go
It'll be
Steel
good.
City.
It'll be good.
Thanks, Allie McKill.
you.
It was a pleasure. Hey guys, what else is on your mind? We just had an interesting interview with these Steel City roller derby girls, Steel Hurton. That was awesome. What else is happening?
Well, the Pitt basketball team, in spite of itself, seems like it might be playing its way into the NCAA tournament. I mean, they haven't looked real good lately, but, their last 4 wins have all been overtime wins, and who knows? All you got to get is to the dance. Anything
Yeah.
can happen at that point.
Well, the Steelers have trouble with their timeouts, and Jamie Dixon somehow got the disease with calling timeouts at the end. I couldn't believe the call when he called a timeout. The game would have been over in regulation.
I think Jamie Dixon is feeling the pressure of being under the gun, and I think the same thing that's he's being judged by. The Penguins ought to be judged by as well as when are you going to win a championship? Playing well every year, year in and year out, and then disappointing your fans in the tournament is getting a little bit old. And I think he's hearing the dogs barking at his heels because he's getting very testy in his post-game press conferences. I think he's very defensive, I've noticed.
I noticed that too. Hey, we're going to have to cut this short. We got a couple more guests. Smoking Jim, what do you got going on this weekend here?
Well, what I got going on this weekend, well, first of all, I want to thank Devin Shea and the Rookie of the Year, John, for coming out. Couldn't do it without you. And come on out and see amateur boxing. This Golden Glove tournament will be there Saturday night, Route 88. Can't wait.
Royal Place, the Royal Place there. It's a nice venue for boxing. Some great young boxers will be out there this year. We've been hearing a bunch about it, so we'll be there. And that's it for our halftime show. We're going to start bringing up our next guests right now. The head coach of the Pittsburgh Rangers, Bill Miller. Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me here.
Well, thanks for coming up today. I like that beard you got going on.
Well, I was riding my motorcycle today, so I had to look appropriate.
You know it's going down to -2 degrees.
I got leather to wear, you know.
On your head. That beard's not going to keep you that warm. Come on now. You probably don't even wear a helmet.
No, I don't.
How'd I guess? Forget all this stuff about being a biker.
All right.
We know you have radio. We'll talk about that stuff. Introduce yourself to the folks. This is your first appearance.
Yeah, I'm Bill Miller, head coach of the Pittsburgh Rangers. We're a semi-pro football team in the Pittsburgh area, and we're this 2014 will be our first season.
And how do they get a hold of you to find out about schedule and everything else?
Well, as you promote your Facebook, we do as well. They can find us at...
That's why I'm asking you. Make sure you like us and have your other guys, all 8,000 of them, like us.
You can find us on Facebook, Pittsburgh Rangers, or you can go to pittsburghrangers.com and check us out.
I appreciate it. Repeat it one more time because you're a fast talker like I am, so.
pittsburghrangers.com, or check us out at Pittsburgh Rangers on Facebook.
And we already liked you on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, so we got a mutual like society here.
That's how you do it.
And when's this season start?
Our first regular season game is May 31st, and we actually open the season up April 12th with a preseason game.
How many preseason games do you have?
We'll do 4 preseason games.
4 preseason. How many regular season games?
8.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, Bill, where do you play your games?
We're actually, our schedule's still under development for our home field. We have a...
TBA, to be announced.
That's
Gateway
That's why
High
you
School
brought me.
Stadium. A possibility, brother.
We're waiting on Jim to get us Gateway High School, and we'll be there.
Just hold your breath.
All right.
That's enough. It's not happening.
Jim's got connections up at Beaver Stadium, you know.
He got
Terry
better.
Smith is up here now.
He got better connections at Cal U. You may be traveling to Cal U. They got a nice facility there. So we'll find out later on when that happens.
Right.
And that'll be by May 31st.
Yeah, we'll actually have some updates in the next week or so. We're tentative to do a couple games at J.C. Stone Field out in North Park. And
Okay.
you going to mention anything about you coming on board?
Well, I wanted you to say that. I
Well,
can't
you
promote
always-
us.
well,
I can't do
you
it all.
promote yourself any other time.
I can't carry the ball every play,
All right.
Coach.
Well, I'd like to introduce the guys from Pittsburgh Sportsline. They're going to be doing our play-by-play for our home games.
right.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
We're happy to be partnering up on this team, and we're hoping to do at least 1 game, maybe 2, and he said maybe 3. We'll see what we work out here. That's why I didn't announce. I at least wanted to be sure we were doing 1
You
game.
don't want to put yourself out there for too much then, huh?
Well, no, you don't want to put us in the game. We'll do all 8 of them.
There
We
you
will
go.
do 8. We're going to work out those details later. I'm going to call the attorney, Allie McKill, up here to help negotiate because I need some help with this guy. I'm not afraid to promote anything. Matter of fact, tell me the player there, what position he plays when I introduce Josh. What position?
He's a defensive end.
Oh, my goodness. He's like the whole defensive line.
Yeah, well, when you're 6'5", 300, you can do what you want.
He's not 300. He's got to be
Right there.
295.
He just ate the big fish, so he might be 305.
That fish is like 3 fish on a bump.
That's it. They don't call it the big fish for nothing.
I know, and Sips is a great place. We're glad you could stop by again.
And don't forget to mention the meatball sandwich again.
We had that last week. I had the best meatball sandwich I had last week. He had it 2 weeks ago. Just so you know. That's how we operate.
Well, I had their other special today,
What's that?
Captain and Coke.
What? No wonder he's so loose.
All right.
Well, are you practicing yet?
Yeah, we practiced last week at...
Where do you practice
We're
at?
practicing at Brentwood High School Stadium.
Chipper? You
2
gotta-
blocks from my house.
Yeah, we're there 2 to 4 on Saturdays, and if you want to come out and check us out, we're there.
Even in the snow.
There was no snow last Saturday.
That's right. Saturday was a nice day.
It was a great day.
I know, it was warm. You were in shorts, I'll bet.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I know if you're practicing at Brentwood High School Stadium, you don't have no Clareton players on your team.
Oh, we do so.
See that? He's not your
They
straight
had long
man.
underwear on.
He's not your straight man, Smoking Jim. How far back do you two go? You got inside jokes here that I can't keep up with.
He's not familiar with that outdoor sports, I guess.
Me?
Well, you know, it's cold when it's 60, right?
I've played outdoor sports, my friend.
You have, but
Come here next week. I want to announce. Come here next week that I'll have the head coach of Keystone Oaks from 1974 on, and my offensive line coach here, Coach Mancini, and Coach Murray will be here next week, and then you can find out the deal, because the guy didn't think I could wear a sweatshirt. Now, all my fans out there, I've worn a sweatshirt a couple times. How do I look compared to the head coach here?
You guys both look great.
No, you're not. You're
you
lying.
have better hair than
You're
me.
lying. See how he tells me he never lies. I caught him. It's the first time on BPTV. We both can't look great. I said, who looks better?
The host always looks the best.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You look good, Jim.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show. Make sure you go to their website. And since he's trying to cut this interview short, I'm not going to let him. He's on the radio. He's on the radio tomorrow night with some serious sports talk.
Oh, yeah?
Tell us about that. This is a real radio show, Smoking Jim. Your best buddy didn't tell you. He's keeping secrets.
I've been trying to get with you. You got a busy schedule. I do a coach's radio show.
Why don't you call him on the phone? Are you calling him?
I'll Facebook him.
No, call him. Call him on. There's his phone. Call him on the phone.
I don't have my phone on me right now. I'll call him when I get back to my
Thank
desk.
goodness. He's terrible on that phone.
All right. Well, you were
Go
trying
ahead.
to say that.
No, I did say your radio show.
Thanks for the plug here, Alan.
Anything I can do to help you.
It'll cost me, I know. But
No. All it cost
That
you
was
was
a
one free compliment from Smoking Jim.
All right, here we go. I do Coach's Corner on Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 on bicradio.net. This week we have the head coach, owner of the Pittsburgh Stealth, and the owner and president, Sean Stewart, will be on as my guest.
Is
this
that
week.
competition? Do you guys play the Stealth, or is that different?
Yeah,
league?
they're
They hate him.
Yeah, we love getting another
They
team
hate
on
'em.
there with us, so we cause a little drama.
Okay.
And we hash some notes on who's going to have the nicer
Best.
uniforms and better players.
Nothing like the Tampa
Smoking
Bay
Jim,
Bucks New Year.
They're like you were. They're like you were back in college and high school. All right, you didn't take anything from anybody. That's what they are, buddy.
like
You
that.
enjoy it. Why do you think he's the head coach?
Tell me why.
That's one of the reasons.
I'm just the glorified babysitter.
There's no way. He's the instigator of that team. If he can't help it, you got to listen to him on that radio show. And what time again is that on?
6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
And who's your co-host on that show?
The co-host would be Mistress of Metal. She's
Smoking Jim?
she's the radio host that they come on board this year. They approached us looking for a little bit of
Controversy?
controversy.
I'll help you
as they
out.
like
That's
it.
where I help you guys out. If you need a wordsmith, I'll make
When
one
I
up
grow up, I
for
want to be just like you.
you. No, please don't. He's only about 6 months behind me. I don't know what happened to him. What happened to my younger brother?
Yeah,
But thanks for that compliment.
thank you.
Good luck on your show. Good luck on your practice.
Thank
I
you.
want to check one of those ones out outside.
Get you
Outside.
bundled up in a little snowsuit or something.
I need a little hoodie there.
Yeah.
Where's one of the tassel caps, and how about a sweatshirt from the Pittsburgh Rangers?
Well,
Where's the gear at?
We got to get a special hat made for you because
I'm not wearing
we
it.
need one that doesn't have a top on.
I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing that hat. I just had my hair cut.
We don't want to mess that head up.
Hold it. Can you get a close-up? Turn your head sideways. Like, look there. That's clean. This coach is clean. Get out of here. It's a pleasure. All right, Josh, defensive end of the Pittsburgh Rangers. Josh Superman Myers. No, look at that shirt. Beast mode.
How's it going?
What's up, my friend?
Superman.
Josh.
How's it going?
Have a nice seat.
Great to meet you.
Introduce yourself to your fans and your growing fan base, buddy.
My name is Josh Myers. Played defensive end for the Pittsburgh Rangers. Have a good background. I mean, went to high school in Virginia, Osborne City. Go Eagles. Throw a little shout out
Hey,
there.
right in this neighborhood, Keystone Oaks, Eagles.
Okay.
Go Eagles.
Played a couple years at Montgomery Junior College, transferred to the University of Maryland. Was on the Ravens practice squad for a couple seasons.
We don't hold that against you.
Nah, I mean, hey, it's NFL. You get paid, you get paid. Man.
Right, you're a mercenary in life. Get that
then
money.
Just pretty much branched off after that. Just,
Yeah.
Played arena football a bunch of places. Played with Team USA.
How'd you end up in Pittsburgh?
A little bit of family problems, so came up here to
Let's
help
not
out.
go into those details there,
Nah,
okay?
I won't get into that.
You seem like a good man.
Yeah, I'm pretty laid back.
All right, I can see that.
Just like to play football and.
You don't like to
have
hit
fun.
people too hard, though?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, just checking. I usually throw one, like your coach, I gave him about 6 questions to stump him, and 7 of them worked.
Right.
You, it didn't take long. You bounced that first one back.
Oh yeah, got to, man. I'm pretty laid back individual. I like to have
How
fun.
do you stay in shape, though?
I mean,
What do you do?
go to the gym at least 5 days a week.
5 days a week.
Yeah, have to. I mean, I'm 35. I mean, I'm not young
No
anymore.
way.
I'm not young anymore. I mean, when I was 22, I could just,
Get back out there.
I'll go once a week and just wing it. Nah, 35, if I ain't going at least 4 or 5 times a week,
Look at the
bones
paws
start
on that guy. Holy.
muscles start to I'm 305, 6'5", so it's kind of
That's because of the fish sandwich. I could swear
about
you were.
308 now after the fish sandwich.
No
so.
way. Thanks to Sip Sports Bar.
Hey, Sip Sports Bars are definitely, that fish sandwich, that's the 3rd time I've had it since I've been here. And I like it. Haven't tried the meatball hoagie yet, but
You gotta
I can't
try
get
it.
off the fish sandwich though.
Well, you know what? Once you try that meatball hoagie, maybe every 2 weeks you can have it.
I'm gonna have to do that.
You know that?
Yeah.
Talk to Smoking Jim about
Yeah,
it.
okay.
What do you
That's
want to
my
ask
boy.
him, Smoking Jim?
Well, I think, Josh, all your fans want to know, please give us your best Ray Lewis story.
I'll tell you, my first ever,
Oh, I
I
hate
don't know.
hearing this.
I'm trying to think, my first ever encounter with Mr. Lewis was walking through the locker room and just like accidentally bumping into him.
What did he do?
And well, I mean, it's just kind of like you bump into him and you turn around. I didn't know who it was. You turn around, and look, and he looked up to me, like, cause I mean, there's a height difference, but I just see I was the whole time just had that look on my face, like, oh man, I'm
I
never
didn't
gonna
wanna-
live this down. Probably gonna get cut tomorrow. Maybe get a paycheck. So,
How long
shook his
did you
hand.
last after that?
oh, I mean,
In
that
camp.
was my 3rd day at camp.
Wow.
And I mean, I learned tons of stuff from him.
Sure.
I mean, it was definitely a great learning experience for one of the greatest linebackers to ever play the game.
All right,
Ever.
Josh.
I mean, I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh, good, good.
Listen, I'm a Steelers fan.
Here, look what I'm wearing
Too
here.
hard. I mean, you cut me open, it's black and gold. But listen,
Now we're talking.
I respect people to extent is I have a lot of players. Like, I mean, Ray Lewis is one of them.
Yeah.
And he's hands down. Ray Lewis, Sean Taylor, another guy.
Yeah.
Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple guys out there that I definitely respect
Yeah.
as far as an athlete, regardless if you play for the Steelers or not.
Right.
Because being an athlete, you understand the type of dedication you go through.
Yes, sir.
And you don't get to that level just overnight, sign your name.
It's hard
100
work.
times. Oh,
What was he like in the gym working out? Were you ever around him?
nah, I wasn't allowed to go there.
See, I knew they had deer antler underwear on. I'm telling you, they were wearing that deer antler underwear because they never got injured, except for the bionic arm at the end of his career.
Right.
No, I
mean,
just kid about that stuff.
He's a big individual. I mean, it's like I said, I don't ever take back on what I learned.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I got a lot of flack from my family for playing for Baltimore, but you know what? Hey,
Sure.
paychecks were coming in. There was no complaints there. So.
Who's crying about the money coming in, right? Enough
It's like
said.
It's like I told my dad. My dad told me this. He said, look, you ever get the opportunity to make the next level? He said, I don't care who signs you. As long as you get to wherever the whole goal as an individual, as a youth football player growing up, is to make it to NFL.
Yes, sir.
That was my whole goal.
Now, let me interrupt you. When did you start growing in spurts? Like, how tall were you at like grade school, or when did you sprout up to 6 foot tall? Or 5'10"?
I think I was like 6'3", and I was in like 7th grade.
Wow. 7th grade.
Because I mean, football wise, I tried out. I was
one of the tallest kids.
I was like fullback my 7th grade year.
Wow.
And then
you sprouted up.
I tried out for quarterback for a while, but I was bigger than my whole offensive line.
Wow.
So they wouldn't let me
You're
play.
like a Big Ben, so
they wouldn't let me play. They're like, well, your guard and offensive tackle are half.
Well, that was the same player. Guard, offensive tackle. I got that.
So they said, well, maybe we should switch positions. I was like, why? I got the best arm on the team. They said, but you're the biggest guy on the team, so you might not want to play quarterback. So they moved me and started playing defense, and it's just a different attitude you have.
You liked hitting
from
people.
Getting hit than being hit.
Wow.
To take some man's life from him
in
a matter of a couple seconds, and to watch them lay on the ground and have the snot bubble syndrome.
You know what? We're gonna have to have you back. Hold that thought for the next time you're here.
Good stuff.
That's like Poetry and Football by Josh Myers. You got to come back with more statements like that. Thank you. Good luck. I want to see you guys practice at Brentwood.
Hey, we're intense. It was intense Saturday at practice. First day of like contact wise. I mean, a lot of guys run the mouth a lot. Then.
Well, you know what? We're going to have to end this show. I got one more guest on. I got to bring little Z up.
Okay.
But you're welcome back.
Definitely.
You let me know a week or so ahead of time. I'll bring you on.
Okay.
And maybe the coach.
I'm okay with
all
that.
Right?
Maybe the coach.
Maybe. Okay. He's on double secret probation. All right? Take care, Josh.
Definitely.
It was a pleasure,
nice
buddy.
Meeting you guys. Definitely that.
Josh, it's a pleasure, man.
I'm officially a Ranger fan!
Z.
Cocoa butter.
He got that ganja. He got the ganja cream. He got that ganja cream that he's wearing. Look at him. Oh my. Whoa, I wondered why. What is that?
Well, it's not a sip shirt. I didn't get one of those yet. Smoking Jim Frazier got one for every one of his so-called kids.
No, cousins. Cousins.
I'm sorry.
Get my goddaughter back her pink glove.
She got some big hands.
How about we talk sports the last few minutes?
We can.
And you two boys can go out the sandbox and settle your differences over Gateway and Steel Valley and talk about Batch and who did this.
Coach Nola already settled the difference.
You two didn't.
Hey.
All right, what's on your mind, Z?
Well,
it's Z time.
I'm happy that we got the show back on over here at Sips. Hopefully Dave Cable doesn't lose this version. I'm going to try to keep it real short and sweet so he doesn't have any reason to hit the delete button on the whole telecast.
Here, I'll just tell you, he did not hit delete.
Bill, I wasn't ready.
You know what? He's the photographer. Tell us when you're going to take a photo.
I'm trying to do a show here.
Yeah, we're actually trying to talk on air. Another BPTV first.
I mean, there's a
he
lot
didn't
of
take his first photo till the 60-minute mark.
There's a lot of blind wise men out in God's country. But tonight, folks, we're going to talk about Pitt basketball.
Do it briefly.
They play tonight at 9 p.m. and they're currently trying to play themselves out of the March Madness tournament. But I think with a strong showing tonight, I mean, their RPI is still pretty weak. Jamie Dixon just isn't bringing in the kind of guys I would like to bring into Oakland. But, yeah, and that's another thing. I've
2.8 seconds.
And not just one time during the season. Like, this is at least like the third time off the top of my head where I could think of towards the end of the game where he called a timeout. He did it in the Syracuse game, too, where you should have never gave those guys a chance to set up that play. Force them.
Hold it. If a guy can take a 50-foot shot and make it, I don't care if you call a timeout or not.
Would he have been able to get in that position, though?
Yeah, because they can't defend him. They had 2 guys on him. 2 of your boys from Pitt were actually on him.
When I see Jamie Dixon with the board, all I see him doing is just making like a figure 8 and like a squiggly line. You see Jim Boeheim with that board, he's like boom, boom, boom.
That's right.
That's it.
Well,
you know.
Here's what I always tell people: some are playing checkers and some are playing chess. You want to play chess to win.
But I think what the problem is that Boeheim's a Hall of Fame coach. His job is not in question. Dixon's is.
There's the psychological aspect of it. I think you have a point there.
No. I mean,
how about a W? All he cares about the W.
Yeah, I mean, the criteria to become a Hall of Fame coach, Jamie Dixon's probably never going to be a Hall of Fame coach because he's never going to get us over the hump.
How much longer is he going to be the Pitt coach?
National title game, you know. So, I mean, I guess it's easy to say that. I mean, Jim Boeheim, his record
900 plus wins.
Yeah,
that means something.
You know, and there was a scandal up there. But they took care of it, and they didn't take away any of his wins.
Hey, he lost the coach over it.
Hey.
He lost the coach now. Come on, it's terrible.
I lost my coach.
Yeah, but here's what I feel bad for. I feel bad about the victims. We can kid about this stuff, but you got a lot of sick things that are happening to the victims out there, and that's what's bad. Whether it permeates sports or not, and they correct it, you only can hope so. But to your point about taking wins, they shouldn't have taken the wins off of Paterno. So, but I understand that. We only got a minute to go. What else do you have going on here?
I want to wish my sister Bristol a happy 21st birthday.
Hold it. How's Corinne?
Corinne's great. She doesn't stop talking, man. You guys got her fired up.
Did she like the video?
Oh yeah. She shows it to
I
all
wasn't
of her
too
friends.
rough on her asking questions about school, was I?
No.
Okay. And those cookies were done the next day. My son and I crushed it.
I believe it. I believe it.
Well,
hey, tune in tomorrow night, folks.
We're going to have to end this thing. Thanks for everybody being here. You know what crowd we have come out next Monday. We got a great cast of guests. Thanks for watching us on Verizon 32 in the greater Pittsburgh area. Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. Facebook, Pittsburgh Sportsline. Try to get us to 2550. We're trying hard to get there. Thanks for all those likes. Good night, folks. Have a safe trip home.